Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today on this interview series for Foundations of Self-Care. Today, I'm talking with Emma Johnson, and she is a phenomenal yoga instructor. She's been teaching dance for years. She's just recently integrating some Pilates into her work. So it's this fantastic blend of so many various beneficial ways to move your body and get in touch with your body. She teaches many classes, and she also does some private lessons. And so if you can get to one of her classes, great, but I would highly suggest getting a private session so it's all custom just for you. So today, Emma is going to share with us some benefits of yoga and Pilates and body movement, and give you all a little routine to help counteract some of your long computer work days. So Emma, why don't you share a little bit about yourself and the importance of yoga?
I think having, I think all the areas you just discussed, like having dance, classical ballet, and then getting certified in yoga, and then in Pilates, helps me create a more well-rounded program for someone, especially for individual bodies. Mm-hmm. So it's really nice to be able to look at a body and go, oh, I can take this from this, modality, or from this modality. But for me, the number one thing is breathing. So that's something I'm going to be starting off with. There's been a lot of research done showing how controlled breathing can really help facilitate healing, mm-hmm. but also reduce stress, boost the immune system, help with memory, help with depression. So even just getting 4 deep breaths, which I'll show you how to do in a minute, can help just change the whole physiology and the state of your mind. 4 breaths, a lot of research done on it. So that's one thing. I think the number one thing for me is breathing. And then using the breath with movement. So how many times in a day does someone say, move to the rhythm of your breath? Yeah. I say that a lot in my classes. So it's just a really cool way to tune into where you're at right now, this present moment. So we're so busy all day long running around. I am too. So it's nice just to even take a 60-second break. Even every 20, 30 minutes makes a huge difference. So everything I designed today is pretty much designed for sitting at your desk, but you certainly can stand up and do these as well.
Perfect, that's great. And just so y'all know, there will be a little PDF down at the bottom of the email you got with this interview, so that you can have something to follow along if you're more of a visual person, or you can just rewatch the video if you want to kind of have Emma guide you through it. So I think what we're going to do is I'm just going to step out of the screen here, and I'm going to let Emma take over and show you all this fantastic routine. All right, thank you.
So the first thing we'll do is take those 4 big deep breaths. We're going to work toward a 5-second inhalation and a 6-second exhalation, which can be a little longer than you think. So a way to practice is to just hold your breath until the next cue. So we're going to do 4 breaths. Research has shown that 4 deep breaths, and you can do them anywhere, anytime, as I said, can really change the state of your mind. So here we go. And if you'd like to close your eyes, you can do that. But you can also do it with a soft focus, eyes open. So here we go. And inhaling. Pause, and then exhale. Inhale. Pause, exhale. Inhale. Pause, exhale. Last one. Pause, exhale. And then just let your breath come back to its own natural rhythm. And so I breathe out through my mouth because there's also been research showing that when you exhale through the mouth, just even softly, it helps kick in the parasympathetic response. And that also helps calm the mind and the body. So the next thing we're going to do are just simple shoulder rolls. So if you're sitting at a laptop, hopefully you've got the screen eye level. And I also have some helpful hints in this PDF that she's going to send about how to hold your cell phone, because once your body even goes to a 10-degree angle or 20-degree angle or 30, 40, by the time you get to a 60-degree angle with the neck looking at a cell phone, that's like a 5-gallon can of paint on the back of your neck. That's the kind of stress. So holding your and having your screens up at eye level really helps facilitate. But shoulder rolls help. So here we go. So we just lift those shoulders up by your ears and then roll them back, down, and around. And again, big inhale. And exhale. Down and around. And inhale. And exhale, down and around. And we'll do 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, down and around. Last one. Inhale. And exhale, down and around. Good, nice. From there, we're just going to do a really simple head roll. So we're going to take our right hand, and I'm just going to just place it so the back of your hand is right about at the sacrum. You want to feel those sits bones pressing down into your seat, and then feel the crown of the head lengthening toward the ceiling. So you're really gaining length in that spine. And then before we go, we're going to keep those shoulders really level. And then we'll just gently let your ear, I like to close my eyes in this, just dip down towards your shoulder. And we'll take a big inhale. And as you exhale, just let that ear soften towards the shoulder. And another big inhale. So just creating length in the side of that neck. One more big inhale. And because the head is so heavy, it's pretty easy to get that ear down. Now open the eyes, lift the head slightly, rotate the chin towards that shoulder. Close the eyes again. Same thing, 3 big deep breaths. Inhale. And then exhale, soften that chin toward the shoulder. And another big inhale. And maybe that chin dips a little closer. And one more breath. And then from here, roll the chin to the center of the chest and then lift that head up nice and high. And then we'll repeat the same thing on the other side. So you can do that on your own. We'll move on to chest expansion. So from here, you can either, if you have handles on your chair, you can hold on to them, or you can just interlace your hands behind your back and just really just press your elbows back until they're drawing towards each other. And this really helps open up the whole heart area. Press the back of the head back and then hold, squeezing those elbows towards each other. Just gently maybe rotate the head side to side. That chin will be running parallel to the floor. And you don't want to crank the neck to the furthest possible position. You want to leave a little bit of room on each end. And keep seeing. So we're going to hold this for about 10 to 15 seconds. And you could do this in cafes and not look too weird, and then just let it go, and then just shake your arms out. So doing that like every 20, 30 minutes, if you're working on a computer a lot or looking at your cell phone a lot, is really, really helpful. Just getting that upper body, because we end up slumping forward and getting that kyphotic back in that upper back. So we want to open up that upper thoracic. From here, we'll do a little twist. So you can bring your right hand to your sacrum again. You can bring this left hand either to a handle on your chair or to the outside of the thigh. So we're going to take 3 big deep breaths for this. First, we'll take a big inhale, lengthen that spine, sits bones down, crown the head to the ceiling, and exhale, using that left arm's leverage, just rotate that belly to the right. We'll inhale, let go of some of that twist. And then exhale, using that arm for leverage, rotate belly, shoulders around. Inhale, get some more length in that spine, let go of some of that twist. And then final twist, we'll rotate belly, shoulders, head, eyes, as far around to the right as you go. And then release the eyes, head, shoulders, and come all the way back around. And then we'll do the same thing to the other side. So hand to the back of the sacrum, either holding on to the handle of your chair or outside of your thigh. Big inhale, lengthen tall first. Exhale, rotate just the belly. And then inhale, let go some of that twist, lengthen, and belly, shoulders, and one more time, big inhale, creating some length in that spine, and belly, shoulders, head, eyes as far to the right in the eye socket as so go, and releasing eyes, head, shoulders, and coming all the way back around. So we're just trying to get all these different planes of movement within this. From here, we'll just do a little lateral bend. So you can, again, either hold on to your seat chair, handle, or you can just place that right hand to your thigh. We'll lift that left arm up. Big inhale, gaining some length. And exhale, shoulders stacked. Keep that left sit bone anchored to the chair. Inhale, come up a little bit. And exhale, dip a little lower maybe. And one more. Inhale. And exhale, dip a little lower and go back up. And then we'll switch it to the other side. So big inhale. And then as you bend, feel like those ribs are opening up like a big accordion. Inhale, creating some space. You can also turn your face to gaze down, straight ahead or up, whatever feels better. And then last one. And dipping nice and deep, opening those side ribs and coming back up. And then the final thing I have, it's like a sitting cat-cow. So we'll inhale, reach those arms up, interlace your fingers, and then from here, you know what, I think I'm going to step back and just show you so you can see from the side what it looks like. So we'll inhale, arms reach up, and then exhale, just round that spine, press the palms of the hands forward, let the head go, let it be nice and heavy. So we're really hollowing out the front of the body, rounding the back body, like there's a little bubble of light between each vertebrae. Now go ahead, sit up, release those hands. You can either clasp your elbows behind you or interlace fingers behind you. Reach those arms and then just draw that heart up toward the ceiling. Gaze can come where the wall and ceiling meets. And then release the hands. Inhale, arms reaching up, interlace fingers, and then rounding that spine. Get lots of flexion in that whole back from tailbone to crown of head. And then inhale, release, either grabbing elbows or interlacing fingers, and then lifting that heart up toward the ceiling. Gaze where the wall and ceiling meets, and then one more time. Inhale. Exhale, round. And then inhale, grab hands behind you. And then exhale, reaching those arms back. And release. So as I said, any of these can be done. Actually, I would prefer if you stood up and did all of these, but I'm just thinking, even if you picked one or two and did one for 60 seconds, every half hour or so, I think at the end of the day, you would feel a difference. And then one other thing is, in order to support the upper body, you really need a lot of core strength. So I highly recommend taking Pilates classes, which helps you connect with your core, because you need that support for the upper body and even the neck. It definitely affects that. So that's what I have for you today.
Thank you. I absolutely loved that. I went ahead into this along with you guys, just kind of off to the side. It was fantastic. So I highly recommend that you all do this. If you can go ahead and run through the whole sequence, it will be fantastic for you. But like Emma said, if you can only pick one or two for just these short bursts of breaks throughout your day, that will be great. Thank you all for joining us today. And I hope that you do connect with Emma. Speaking of which, Emma, how do they get a hold of you?
At this point, I think the best way would be either to email me, and then I can send you my phone number. We can text or via email. Okay. So that'd be the best way right now.
All right, and what is your email?
It is Emma, EMMA, Rainey, RAINEY, the number 4, @gmail.com.
Perfect. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah,
so connect with Emma, get a private lesson, do these exercises, and we'll be talking to you guys again soon.